Here's the map the police drew out for Brian's escape route. This is the police's layout, and I did the best I could creating this here. Let me read a couple lines from the police affidavit. The 8458 phone reports to the network again at 4:48 a.m., at which time it utilized cellular resources that provide coverage to Idaho State Highway 95 south of Moscow, Idaho, near Blaine, Idaho, north of Genesee, between 4:50 a.m. and 5:26 a.m. The phone utilizes cellular resources that are consistent with the 8458 phone traveling south on Idaho State Highway 95 to Genesee, Idaho, then traveling west towards Uniontown. So here's Blaine right here by the pen. And then here's Genesee right down here, right in the circle. This is the 95 south right here. As you can see, this is an hour and 11 minutes to do this route. And then Blaine, right about where I'm pointing, there's a cell tower there. I'm going to go ahead and expand this. Okay, here it is. This is the top of the cell tower, the base, and then you can see the shadow. And I'll back away so you can see how close it is to the junction. This here road right here goes into Blaine. It's 3 miles to Blaine. So here's the cell tower once again. There it is. And that's the cell tower that shows up that's right by Blaine. So I'll back off a little. There's Blaine right here. So by the time he hooks up to the cell tower at 4:48 a.m., right here, I'll show you the next frame. And this is it right here. You can see Blaine right here. And that's the cell tower. So for him to leave the house, 1122 King Road, come down to this point, which is where he turns on his cell phone. And I've done some other calculations, and you'll see he did turn it on right about that point. So this is 6.1 miles from the house, 11-minute drive. He left the house at 4:20. He turns it on right here at 4:48. That's 28 minutes. So it's an 11-minute drive, so there's 17 minutes missing. And we'll get back to that shortly. So here's the drive down to Genesee. Again, there's Blaine. He turned it on right about here, the cell phone. Genesee, as you can see, it's 20 minutes. So he turned it on at 28 minutes. Following Route 95 all the way to Genesee. The police one bulges out here. I'll show you again. Okay, you can see here's 95, and the police one bulges out. So there's 17 minutes missing. So this route takes 1 hour and 11 minutes plus 17. That's an hour and 28 minutes. 88 minutes. But the police are saying he got home right about 5:30. So if you left at 4:20 to 5:30, that's 70 minutes. And this turns out to be 88. So it's 18 minutes too long, so there's no way that this one works within the time frame. Now this one here, you can see it's 1 hour and 2 minutes plus 17 is an hour and 19 minutes. So we're still 9 minutes too much. So what I did is I went backwards to see how long it would take to do this trip here, right where the tower is, that one tower I showed you. The 28 minutes to get from the house to here equals 79 minutes. So we're still 9 minutes too much. So I tried something different. I tried cutting this off and going right down to Uniontown from right there. You'll see the next frame right here. So here's Genesee right here where I'm pointing. So I got rid of this and then the straight western route. I'll toggle between them. There's the way the police say he went. And then here's a way that comes out to 43 minutes plus 28 would be 71 minutes, which is an hour and 11 minutes total with the 28 minutes here and those 43. So that's the closest so far. Here's the house right up in here. And this is where he took, from the house he came and took a right down the 95. And here's Blaine, as you can see. And you can see that's a 5-minute, 4.5 mile run. So what I did is I got rid of this segment and I went straight. I did a backwards letter C. I went straight and then straight down to Blaine and then straight back to the 95, which is where the cell tower is, right on this corner. That comes out to 27 minutes. So that 27 minutes plus these 43 equals 70 minutes, which is an hour and 10 minutes, which is the exact amount of time needed to get from the King Road house all the way back to Brian's house. So here it is. This is the King Road house. Then you just don't go down the 95. You keep going on Palouse River Road and then south to Blaine and then straight west to the cell tower right there, which is approximately right where he turned it on, right at that junction. And then come down to Thorn Creek Road, straight down to Uniontown, and then back. Now here's another version. If you're gonna take what the police say, here's the house. You still go down to Blaine, but instead of going straight to the 95 horizontally, you actually go a little bit further south and then diagonally cut down. There's a road there. And then down to Genesee and then over. As you can see, that's 1 hour and 15 minutes, 5 minutes later. 5:32 or 5:33 versus the 1 hour and 10 minutes, which would bring them right approximately 5:30. So here, we're going to look at all the cell towers along the way. Right where I'm pointing here, there's another one. Okay, so here it is. Top of the tower right there, bottom of the tower, there's the shadow. And let's back off so you can see where it is again. There's the 95 right here. And you'll see where it is in relation to Thorn Creek Road. It's not that far away. So from right here, 1, 2, that's about less than 3 miles. So basically, you're running off of this tower down to here, someplace, and this tower to here. And then here's Uniontown right here. I'm going to show you 2 more towers. Now, these 2 are pretty far away. We'll start with the bottom one, which is right about here. Okay, so you can see this tower right here and where it's located, kind of right where the 95 crosses over and meets the 195, right down there. And that distance to Unionville, I'm not sure what it is exactly, but it looks like it's about maybe 7 miles. And then there's another one right here. Let's take a look at that one. This one's a little different. This one has 2 towers. Not sure exactly why, but that's the top of both of them. They come down here as their shadows. I'll back off so you can see the approximate location, kind of right on this bend here, which is south of Genesee, probably 2.5 miles. And also the distance to here looks like it's about 6 to 7 miles. Okay, so it's right about here. And that's about 6 to 7 miles, and that's about 6 miles. So whether these 2 towers right here can reach in this area, I don't know. Right here, Southeast Nevada Street, the intersection camera caught Brian's car at 5:27 a.m. Police are saying he got home approximately 5:30. But as you can see, it's 1.8 miles. It takes 6 minutes. So that would be 5:33. Maybe he got there at 5:32. So which route did he take? Was it this one, hour and 15 minutes? Or was it this one, 1 hour and 10 minutes? Thank you for watching.